Hey, what's up, Sunny Siders? Kurt back with you today to talk about some multiplication and repeated addition and how they work together. Let's get started. Here's the Common Core Standard 3.0A1. Here's the Sunny Ed Standard, what we're going to master today. We're going to convert repeated addition sentences into multiplication sentences and vice versa. That means we're also going to convert multiplication number sentences, we should say, into repeated addition number sentences. There's a huge connection between those two things, and we're going to find that out today. So what you need to know to be successful today: you need to know how to count the number of add-ins. Remember, add-ins are the numbers that we are adding together. For example, if we had the numbers 5 plus 5 equals 10, the add-ins are 5 and 5. Those are the numbers that we're adding. And today you need to know how to count how many numbers you're adding. Hey, that's pretty simple. And the second thing you need to know is you need to learn how to, or remember how to, or memorize how to copy the digits or digits being added. So in this one, there are 2 add-ins, so that's this part of it. We're counting the number of add-ins. So the number of add-ins is 2, and the digits that are being added is 5. Simple as that. That's what you have to be able to do today. So, and you also have to know repeated addition and multiplication both work with groups and the number in each group. That's really the definition of multiplication. You're multiplying the groups and the number in each group, or the number in each group times the groups, however you want to say it, because it works with the commutative property. So if you know these things, you're going to be good to go today. So what's this look like? What does it sound like? So here we have a repeated addition number sentence. We have 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Okay? We could stack that up and add it, but hopefully you can just take my word that it equals 12. So yeah, it's called repeated addition because it repeats the same addition problem over and over again. Our add-in is 4, 4, and 4. Our add-in is repeated. So the two things that we need to be able to do is count how many add-ins we have that are the same. So we have 1, 2, 3 add-ins that are the same. So the add-ins, there are 3 of them. I'm going to try to write as best as I can for you. There's 3 add-ins, and what are the add-ins? What number are the add-ins? Well, they're all 4s. So our two numbers are 3 and 4. And all we have to do to change that into a multiplication sentence is put a multiplication sign in. So 3 groups of 4. That's what the multiplication sign says. Groups of 4. So this is 3 groups of 4. And that's really what it is. There's 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, and 3 groups of 4. And this number sentence is the exact same thing as this number sentence. It's just an easier way to show your work. Simple as that, guys. Pretty easy, huh? So let's try another one, okay? So we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like a tongue twister, isn't it? I wish there was an easy way to show this. I wish there was. Oh, there is. It's called multiplication. So first we need to count the number of add-ins, okay? 1, I like to label it so I don't forget. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 add-ins. I like to put my number of add-ins first. So I have 5 groups of, and what number am I adding over and over again? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So 5 groups of 3 is the same as 15, and 5 times 3 is 15. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 15, and that's the same exact thing as saying 5 groups of 3. Really, guys, it's that simple. It's that simple. So now we're going to do it the other way. How do we change a multiplication sentence into a repeated addition sentence? We got to be able to go back and forth. So this is just like saying we have 6 groups of 4. This gets a little bit tricky because the first number is the number of groups. We have 6 groups. So what I like to do is I like to just draw my blank lines as groups. So I have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, and 6 groups. And we know whatever we add together is going to equal 24. Now we just have to put plus signs in between those groups. Now we have our 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I got that from the first number. 6 groups of 4. So the add-in that is repeated each time, or the digit that we add each time, is the 4. So we just have to place the 4 in here. What was that? Oh, what if you did it the other way? What if you did 4 groups of 6? Great question. I can actually write that for you. 4 groups of 6 is still 24, and we call this the commutative property of multiplication. The commutative property of multiplication. That just means the numbers that you're multiplying can be switched back and forth, and the answer still remains the same. The factors are what they're called. No matter what order the factors come in, the product will remain the same, okay? So if we have 4 groups of 6, we'll just use the same strategy. We'll draw our 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know it's going to equal 24. And then we would put our plus signs in between these blanks, and then what's the number that we're going to add 4 times? 4 groups of 6. There's 6 in each group, so 6 plus 6 plus 6 also equals 24. Simple as that. Last one. So 7 times 4 equals, sorry, I can't read. 7 times 2 equals 14. Another way to say that is 7 groups of 2. So what do I do first? I make my groups, since I'm saying 7 groups of. So there's 7 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know that's going to equal 14, that's right. So I put my plus signs in there because I know repeated addition. I need my plus signs. What am I adding over and over and over 7 times? I'm adding 2 over and over and over 7 times. And what if it was backwards again? Let's do the commutative property. If we flipped it around and said 2 groups of 7 equals 14, well, I would just do my 2 groups, and that equals 14. What am I adding twice to get 14? 7 plus 7. Multiplication number sentence turned into a repeated addition number sentence. Once you follow those nice simple steps, you're going to be good to go. Here's some things you do need to watch out for though. You need to make sure you count the number of groups slowly and carefully. It's very easy to mess up on those little things. So if you use my strategy of putting a 1 and a 2 and a 3 above the groups, there's no way you can mess it up unless you don't know how to count using ordinal numbers. And if you're in 3rd grade, you probably know how to do that. So number them. Make sure that you don't skip one or you count one twice. Because usually the easier the things are, that's obviously not easy to say, the easier it is to make a mistake on it because your brain kind of relaxes. Don't let your brain relax, okay? Another thing that students mess up on is they don't just write the number from the repeated addition sentence twice. Actually, it should say they do just write the number of the repeated addition sentence twice. So here's an example of what that means. They do 5 plus 5 plus 5, and then they just do 5 times 5. They do the 5 twice. No, 5 times 5 is not 15. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15, but the multiplication sentence that goes with this is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, 3 groups of, what are we adding? What's our add-in each time? 3 groups of 5 equals 15. So don't use the same number twice. Don't just see 5s and say that, oh, I'm going to do 5 times 5. That's not how it works. It's the groups and the number in each group. So some final thoughts to leave you with today. Like I said before, take baby steps. Talk this out with somebody. Explain this to your learning partner. Explain this to your mom, your dad. I say this all the time, but it is so powerful because when you explain it, you make it your own, and once it's yours, nobody can take it from you, and you're going to be able to hold on to it the rest of your mathematical career. And that's what we're going for, my friends, and that's when the real magic happens. So today we're done. I have had so much fun with you today, and until next time, I am out.